Look, there's no rule that says you need to look at cost per acquisition against AOV, right? Like AOV is typically calculated based on the first purchase, right? The first campaign, right? And what a lot of marketers are attempting to do is they're attempting to acquire new buyers based solely on the cost per acquisition and the AOV from that single campaign. Well, the reality is that if you need to use a second campaign or a third campaign to convert unconverted prospects, and a second campaign or a third campaign to get buyers to spend more to get a level of income that allows you to pay for the acquisition of those buyers, so be it. In other words, there's no rule that says that you have to, right, that you can only count the revenue that's generated from the first campaign, right? And that's it. And that's what a lot of people kind of mistakenly do. They think that in order to have it, like they almost think this is the takeaway, and then we'll move on. They think that they have to have a scalable campaign. And what I would say to you is that the smartest way to look at this is that you want a scalable marketing system. And that scalable marketing system, meaning that it allows you to pay for the acquisition of buyers and then generate more money. And that scalable marketing system can be made up of multiple campaigns that allow you to pay for the acquisition of the buyer and generate profit. You don't only have to look at one campaign. That's the difference. And this was the core of the presentations that I gave to Top One, of trying to compete on marketing performance, the performance of one campaign versus competing in the marketplace based on economics, right? At the end of the day, as an investor, I'll end with the same way we started. As an investor, all you should care about is, what does it cost me to acquire the buyer, and what is that buyer worth to me? What's it worth to me today? What's it worth to me next week? What's it worth to me in a month? What's it worth to me in 60 days? What's it worth to me in 90 days, right? There's no reward for being able to acquire buyers with a single campaign. The reward comes from, as an investor, being able to acquire a buyer for less money than what that buyer is worth. Whether it takes you one campaign or four campaigns or three campaigns or five campaigns, it doesn't matter. The bank doesn't care. You won't care. Your lifestyle isn't impacted that way. That's a marketer's mentality of trying to make one single campaign the sole vehicle that is scalable. Everybody thinks that everybody thinks in this idea of a scalable campaign, but what you really want to think about is a scalable marketing system that allows you to acquire those assets, right, at a lower cost than what they are worth to you, and be able to do it in a way at scale where you've got the cash based on the volume of buyers that you're acquiring to be able to do it.